Good morning, it's Stacy with your low impact workout this week. You're gonna need some weights this morning, and if you don't have any though, you'll be fine. You don't have to have weights, but if you do, that'll be good. We're talking about this month about setting our minds and setting our minds on things above, setting our minds on Jesus as things are going crazy around us. And so I just want you to think about how to reset your mind on Jesus. And I love this verse. This is my daughter Courtney's favorite verse, and it says, "You will keep the mind that is dependent on you in perfect peace." Don't you love that? Like, we just have to keep going back to Jesus and going back to Jesus to find our peace. For it is trusting in you. Trust in the Lord forever, because in the Lord himself is an everlasting rock. He's solid. He's firm. He's going to see us through whatever we face. There are trying times all the time, not just like the world we're living in, but like life throws things at us all the time, over and over. And so I just want you to remember that he's our everlasting rock. He's the reason that we can have peace. Like, peace doesn't come from the world, and peace doesn't come from our circumstances. Peace only comes from Jesus. So I just want you to think about that verse this morning. I have it in a different version that I want to read to you at the end, and we'll pray, and then we'll get started. Dear Lord, thank you for this opportunity this morning to move our bodies. Thank you for loving us. Thank you for how you are our perfect peace, and how if we can keep our minds on you, we will remember that. And Lord, it's like the moment that we take our minds off of that, we forget. Help us not to forget, Lord. Help us cling to you. Help us run to you. Help us remember that we need you, Lord, over and over. Thank you for loving us. Thank you for just always being with us. Thank you for that perfect peace that only you can bring to us. And help us keep our minds on you. We love you, Lord, and it's in your sweet name we do pray. Amen. All right, I'm going to start some music this morning, and we'll get started. All right. So you can grab your weights. Oh, well, never mind. We're going to warm up first. I'm sorry. So we're going to warm up this morning by, we're just going to squat a few times. So we're going to go down and up. Let me see about this music. Okay, it's working. I can't ever hear it, so I'm sorry if I get distracted, but because I can't hear it, I can't tell how loud it is. So we're just going to do a couple squats. Squats are going to be in our exercises this morning. We're gonna kick a little bit, so take those legs and just kick a little bit to the side. Kind of lean in and kick. So balance is hard. Balance is something we always have to work on. So just kind of lean the opposite way that you're kicking, and just kick that leg out like you're trying to put that footprint on the wall. I know you can't see how far I'm kicking in my video, but just gonna kick some of those a little bit, and then we're gonna take it back and kick it back. The weather has been beautiful. I love these sunny days that are not quite so hot. I hope y'all have a great weekend. It's going to be good. All right, we are going to march. So you're going to step in place and just march. And then we're going to take it back and lunge. So you're going to take it back. Keep that knee over your toes, down and up. You're just bringing it down and up. We're going to do some of these today in just a little bit of a different manner, but there'll definitely be lunges in today's routine. All right, and switch. Just warming those muscles up this morning, so nothing too crazy yet. All right, we're going to do some arm circles, and then the other way. And then we're going to reach for our toes. So you're going to reach out and try to touch your toes. So you can see what I'm doing. You don't have to actually touch your toes. You can just reach for them. And it's opposite arm, opposite leg. All right. So what we're going to do first, now that we're good and warmed up, is we're going to grab our weights and we're going to do squats, and we're going to press it up. So you're going to come here. You're going to go down, pull it up, and press it up. So we're going to do 20 of these. So you just keep count. I'm going to try to keep count with you. Sometimes my counting's not that great. Sometimes I can stay on track. Keep going, you got it. halfway. Keep going. If you don't have weights at your house, you can always use water bottles or canned goods. I mean, you can find something to use. You got about 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And rest. Those weights down. Grab a drink of water if you need it. All right, next we're gonna kick our leg up and reach the opposite leg like we did in the warm-up. You're gonna just kick here. Sound like I'm marching this morning. I love that verse, and I love how it tells us to get peace. We have to abide in Jesus. Isn't that the truth? If we take our eyes off him, we start looking at other things, we will so quickly become distracted. But when we keep our eyes on him, he brings that perfect peace that only he can. And rest. So next what we're gonna do is the wide stance where your legs are gonna be wider than shoulder length apart and your toes are gonna be out to the sides of the room. You're gonna grab those weights again and we're gonna go down and up. So you're gonna come down and row it up. We're gonna do 20 of those. You're halfway. You got this. I'm already breathing heavy this morning. Three, 2, 1, and rest. So we're gonna put those down, and then we're gonna kick it back like we did in the beginning. We're just gonna kick it here. Hold that core in if you want a little core work too. I forget that sometimes. And just keep kicking it back. Seems like we're getting closer and closer to being together again. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. A few more of these on each side. And then we're gonna switch. You can bring it back and you can bring it forward if you want something a little more than just standing in place. And rest. So I want you to take that one weight and we're gonna lunge and we're gonna twist to the side. We're gonna come back and step together. And then we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So we're just gonna rotate sides. So we're gonna start here, lunge down, twist around, come back, step up. Lunge back, twist around, come back, step up. We're just gonna keep doing this. One of each of these makes one. So when you're twisting and doing this, and I'm not sure that I've been counting correctly, but that's okay. That's why it's probably always best for you to count, because I may make you do more, I may make you do less. Ooh, and that balance thing this morning. Goodness gracious. Woo! That's the best thing about lives. You can just make mistakes and it's okay. Because everybody knows that we're not perfect anyway. Nobody's perfect but Jesus. And rest. And our next move is going to be to punch to the front. So remember what I told you about the punches? They're very deliberate. They go in and they come back. You're kind of like punching and pulling it back. It's not just like crazy like that. You're just going to punch. So punch and hold that core in. You got this. I love core work. Well, I love how core work makes you look. I should say. I've been getting a lot of exercising in since I have a lot of time, but it's been good. And time with the Lord, I'm kind of not looking forward to the craziness coming back because my life was really busy and crazy before. I'm kind of hoping I can find a better balance when everything kicks back in. And rest. All right, so next we're gonna grab our weights and we're gonna do deadlifts, okay? So take those shoulders and pull them back, and then you're gonna run down the length of your legs and then come back up. And so make sure that you keep your back straight. That's the hardest part sometimes. So you're gonna keep your shoulders back, your chest high, and then pull over and back. You should feel it in your hamstrings. So if you don't feel it there, you gotta take those shoulders on back a little bit. And we're gonna do 20 of these. You're halfway. Three, 2, and 1. And put those weights down. I'm sorry, don't put them down. Hold on to them for just a minute. And we're gonna row them back. So this time, you're gonna bend your knees together, and you're gonna put a slight bend in your knees, and you're gonna pull it back. So like this, like your elbows are trying to touch the ceiling, and your shoulder blades are trying to touch in the back. So we're gonna do 20 of these. 1, you're halfway. You're doing great. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, next we're gonna squat down and we're just gonna pulse. So you're gonna be here and you're just gonna stay here and just pulse down. Sometimes these are harder than the regular squats when you're just pulsing and holding on to it. It's just a little move. It's not a huge move. It's not a down and up, huge thing. It's more of a just back. Make sure you're sitting back. You're not just like bending down. It looks a little different from the front than from the side. A few more of these. And rest. Next, we're gonna kick to the side. So like we were in the beginning, you're gonna kick to the side, and then you're gonna kick to that side, okay? So when you're ready, let's do it. You're gonna kick to each side. Remember to turn as you kick. Lean away from it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. A few more of these. Two, and 1, and rest. So next we're gonna take our weights again and do our wide stance again. Our toes towards the walls, and we're gonna take them down this time and not pull them up. So we're just gonna keep them here for 20. You're halfway. Three, 2, and 1, and rest. If you need a drink of water, get you a drink of water. And next we're going to march. So we're gonna be, well, it's kind of like jump rope, but we're just gonna do jump rope here. If you want more, you can jump and hop, but we're just gonna stay here. You can also take 1 foot out and march, or you can be here and just march the whole time. You can swing your arms, make it fun. Pull your arms down for a little bit of core work. So just take those arms and then put a little twist in it. Turn and pull. A little bit more than just regular marching. Three, two, and one. And rest. So next, we're going to take our weight and we're going to lunge and drive our weight underneath that front foot. So that's the way we're going to do it. But I don't want you to bend over and try to swing it through. I want you to hold your chest high and just lunge and slide that weight through. So here's where we're going to be. We're going to start here. We're going to lunge, hold that chest up, and slide it through. Can you see what I'm doing there? Sliding that weight through. You're halfway. Three, two, and one. Great job. And next we're going to do jumping jacks. So we're going to be here and just touch that foot out. You're halfway. Three, two, and one. And rest. Next, we're going to grab our weights again, and we're going to do bicep curls. So you're going to touch your leg and touch your shoulder, and touch your leg and touch your shoulder. And don't swing it. Keep your arms close to your side and just pull it up. So we're going to do 20 of these. Five, four, three, two, and one. What we're going to do next is tricep rows, where we're going to just bend our knee, put our knees together, bend down, and kick it back. Remember, you're not swinging way up here. You're coming to your hip, you're taking it back, you're bringing it back and stopping it. So we're going to do 20 of those. You're halfway. You should feel that in your tricep for sure. 3, 2, and 1. And rest. Grab a drink of water if you need it. All right, we're gonna do 10 this time. So we're gonna start with our weights again. We're just gonna squat and press up. If it's too much to use the weights, you can always be here, squat down, press up. Or if you don't have weights, you don't have to have weights. You can just squat down and press up. So that's totally up to you. So we're gonna go down, come up, press up. You got 3, you got 2, and you got 1. And rest. Next, we're gonna kick our leg up and touch our toes, or reach for our toes. So you're just gonna be here. And rest. Whew, I wonder if you're getting hot like I am. It doesn't take long. Next, we're gonna do the wide stance again, and we're gonna row our arms up. So you're gonna take your legs out wide, toes to the corner of the room, and go down and up. 1. 9 and 10. Good job. Next, we're gonna kick it back. We're just gonna kick our legs back. Each leg counts as 1. We're already almost halfway there since we're only doing 10 this time. I hope I told you that. Sometimes I think things, sometimes I say things. And 1 more. Great job. Then we're going to grab 1 weight and we're gonna lunge and twist. So you're gonna lunge down, twist, come back and step up. Lunge down, twist to the side, come back, step up. 1 to each side equals 1. You don't have to use the weight if you don't want to. That's okay. We're almost halfway there. Keep going. The longer you work out, kind of the heavier things get and the harder it feels. If that's the way it feels, that's good because you're doing it right. You got 1 more. Well, I say 1 more. Sorry, I think we're about on 7. I get distracted easily. 2 more now. Sorry about that. It's never nice to say you have less than you really have. 1 more. I'm feeling this in my legs. I hope you are too. All right. And next we're just gonna punch. So we're just gonna punch to the side, engage your core, and just punch. You got this. Keep going. And rest. All right, grab your weights again. This time, we're gonna do deadlifts, 10 of them. So you're gonna run your weights down your legs and come back up. Keep that chest back and proud. So you can come over 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Last one. Great job. Next, we're gonna do rows. We're gonna pull them to the front and pull them up. Like your elbows are trying to be pulled to the ceiling by a string and your shoulder blades are touching together in the back. So you're gonna pull those together for 10. Great job. And next, we're gonna do the squat pulse like we did before, where you're just gonna come down and pulse and just sit there. You're not gonna come way up and down. You're just gonna kind of sit right here and bounce a little bit. And rest. Next, we're gonna do side kicks. So we're gonna kick it to the side. You're gonna lean away. So just remember to lean away as we kick. And so we're gonna do 10. Each side equals 1. One and 2. Great job. Next, we're gonna take our weights, do our wide stance again, And we're gonna keep our weights low this time. We're not gonna lift them up. So we're gonna go down and up. You should feel this in your inner thigh. I'm feeling it. I hope you are too. And rest. So next we're gonna march like we did before. You can be here. If you want more, pull your arms down. Two, and one, and rest. Next, we're gonna take that weight again. We're gonna lunge and slide it under our leg. So you're gonna pull it under, and you're gonna come up. And you're gonna pull it under and come up, and that's one. We're almost halfway there. You are doing great. And rest. All right. The next thing we're gonna do is jumping jacks. So we're gonna be here. And again, one of these equals one. One and two. Great job. Grab your weights, and we are going to pull them this way. This time, like hammer curls. Instead of keeping our palms out, we're gonna turn our palms in and come up for 20. Again, don't swing, just pull. Great job. And 10 rows, we're gonna take it back. Three, two, one. Great job. All right, so now we're gonna cool down. So we're gonna pull that arm across and just stretch it out. Whew, I'm sweating. Thank you for working out with me this morning. I'm so glad you're here. You may not be morning when you're working out. You may have picked a different time. You may be at work right now and coming back to watch it later, but any time that you see it, I'm excited that we can work out together. Pull your other arm across. And push it back. And we're gonna reach and grab our leg and push our shoestrings into our foot and push our knee like towards the floor. Whew. Hold on to it. My balance is crazy today. I have on different tennis shoes. I don't know if that has anything to do with it or if my balance is just wacky today. All right, then we're gonna take it this way, put our heel down and bend over and hold and come back up and lean over and hold. And come back up. And grab your other foot and press it down. Shoelaces into your hand and your knee to the floor. We always have a better side too, isn't that weird? And then take it down and do it up and down, up and down. Then we're just gonna take and go over slowly and reach over towards the floor and reach to your one foot. Back to the center, and to your other foot. And then back to the center, and then come up slowly. Slowly, slowly, slowly. And then grab your arm and pull over to the side. Grab your other arm, pull over to the other side. Swing your arms one way, and then the other. And then take your hands and lace them behind your back And look up. Think of all the things that you're thankful for. So many things. So many things that could be going wrong, yet so many things to be thankful for. And then just give your back a little twist. All right, so today I would love for you to take some time to just tell the Lord, to ask him for peace if you need it. If you have peace, thank him for it. Just spend a little time with him today, being thankful that he is our everlasting rock, as this verse said that we read in the beginning. And the other verse that I wanted to share with you says, you keep him in perfect peace whose mind is stayed on you, because he trusts in you. We can't trust in things that are going on in the world. We can't trust in ourselves. We can't trust in anything besides the Lord. And if we will stay in his word, and if we will trust him, that he is ultimately in control and that he loves us and he's got us, it changes how we look at things completely. So I encourage you today that if you're feeling worried, doubtful, unsure of what the future holds, I mean, there's so many things that are going on right now. I'm just asking you to bring it all to him. There's a song that I posted this morning with on my Facebook page, and it was Run to the Father by Cody Carnes, I think is his name. But if you're worried or if you're concerned, just listen to that song this morning, and it's called Run to the Father. And just remember that when you have things going on that you can't control and you don't know, your peace only comes from Jesus. Thanks so much for working out with me this morning. I hope you have a wonderful day.